that the Nvidia GPUs have been melting the power cable. If I go onto Twitter and search Nvidia, it should be one of the first things that comes up. Everyone's talking about it right now. Yeah, Jesus Christ. The Verge even tweeted about it. But chat, the absolute craziness. Boop. Boop. Oh, where am I going? Look at this. Nvidia investigating reports of RTX 4090 power cables burning or melting. Like, are we reaching the upper limit of, like, power draw? PSU, a fire suppression built in from the looks of it? Yeah, we need, like, a fire popper from RimWorld now. So, yeah, Nvidia initially moved to its new 16-pin power connector for its own RTX 3090 Ti cards, and it has now become a standard on the RTX 40 series GPUs across vendors. There are concerns that the 12-volt something power connector, which is designed for the new ATX 3.0 power supplies, could cause issues if it's bent a certain way. And you know these cables are never long enough. If you guys have ever fucking built a PC, they never give you power, like, cables that are long enough. Ever. So, what is it? Who's smart? What is VH 12 volt H per connector? I guess that's the name of it, right? And terminals are a lot smaller than the previous generation, and Cable Mod warns that it appears that bending the wires too close to the connector could result in some of the terminals coming loose or misaligning within the connector itself. The site recommends not bending a connector vertically or horizontally, and instead having the minimum distance of 35 millimeters from the connector before any bend occurs. Is it me, or did they need to start putting the power pins in a different area then, if that's the case? Yeah, 12 volt high power. Yeah, that makes sense. Who's smart? You're asking the wrong chat, Fred. Yeah. You want to build a PC, Amity? Do it. I've built hundreds of PCs. It's really easy. YouTuber J's2cents, who has been warning about the new connector for weeks, calls it dangerous. Dangerous. But says Nvidia doesn't agree. I think you're worrying about issues that don't exist, says Brandon Bell, a senior technical marketing manager at Nvidia, in an email to Jay last month. So, pretty poor timing on the email from Nvidia there. But yeah, I mean, let's be real. Nvidia make the best graphics cards. Like, no, we're not sponsored by AMD anymore. And I could actually say, whilst if you want to save, if you actually want to have any money, then you're going to buy AMD. But if you want to buy the absolute, like, the best thing, then you buy Nvidia, right? But you won't have any money left over. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, chat. You know what I mean? If you enjoy eating food, AMD. If you are willing to starve for 4K 120 hertz, then Nvidia. But yeah, this whole issue, I think the 4090 with its AV, I want one. I'm not going to buy one because it's so much money, but it has AV1 encoding built in, which is like the dream. But it looks like buying one right now is not the one, because it's just trying to set on fire. And you know what I don't need, chat? Higher temps. And you know what fire will bring me? Higher temps. I can't afford OnePlus. I don't know how to get a job since I'm 14 and I don't have a bank account. That isn't savings. Okay, now I've got to eat. I had a bank account at 12. Have you not figured this out? Just go into a bank. Amity, just go into a bank and be like, hello, I'd like to open an account. Take your passport with you.
They won't give you money, though.
No, they won't give you any money.
You don't get money for the account.
But you won't need to pay to heat your house. At least not that night, Dean. True. Corsair have a very nice chat about cabling on YouTube.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. The extra wires on the top are only logical lines to let the card know how much power is available to draw. I don't know. Basically, in my opinion, having the power cables in a place where they are being bent is not the smartest move anymore. Like, they need to design the power cables in a way where it's not bending. Do you know what I mean? Because if you have how do I even... Like, you got your motherboard, and you got your GPU, and the power cables are up here, right? And then you've got to, like, bend them to get them, like, into your little thing to go around the back of the around the back of the motherboard, so your power supply is down here. But if they could really make a little U here, make a little U, And then motherboard manufacturers maybe put a little thing here. That would never work, would it? They have to have a hole in the motherboard. Maybe we need to start having holes in motherboards, chat. Maybe that's just that. Maybe that's just how we're gonna have to go forward. Holes in the motherboard to route our cables. Chat. Big disaster day, by the way. I updated my mail app, my POP3 email account app, and it broke entirely, completely crashed. And then I went onto crystal.uk, which is the place where I have Fremily.tv and the website and stuff like that. And they were like, "Oh yeah, we've got this one-click install for a webmail." And I was like, "You mean I could have been on webmail this entire time? This entire time I could have been on webmail." So now I'm on webmail, and I think I'm actually gonna just use this from now on. It's better. So actually, in a kind of weird case of serendipity, I've ended up with a better solution, even though I thought I was having a disaster. Woo! Whoa!
Sorry, chat.
Damn!
Hi, chat.
But yeah, that was basically a little. The Nvidia exploding cables was on not on the docket because I forgot to put it on the docket because we was having a meeting at the time. Oh, chat! Literally, I just scrolled down a little tiny bit. Look what these motherfuckers are doing. Cable mod announces Nvidia RTX right-angled power adapter. Dude, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I literally am like, yo, they should do this. And someone who's like paid £1 million a day has been like, yo, we should do this. And I'm like, yes, dude. Fuck. See, I just need to, every company just needs to hire me. 8 days ago, yeah, but I had the same idea independently, and this is 8 days ago. So you know what? If I was made aware of the problem, if I was made aware of this problem 10 days ago, I would have been 2 days ahead of the curve.